Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all having a great Saturday and just in general a great weekend so far. And welcome to this new video. I wanted to kind of try out a different concept with all of you because there's not enough going on in the markets right now, and especially not with Bitcoin, which basically is still at the same level as it was at yesterday. Yesterday evening around this period of time. It was a little bit lower, but there's not enough to talk about to do a full market update. But there is some activity. So what I wanted to do is make a video on kind of the coins, the altcoins, and the narratives that are pumping right now. So let me know if you're interested in that. I can make more of those videos. Usually in like every morning I do a market scan, and I identify these coins that can potentially rally. Now, I must say, before we get into this video, these coins are very high risk. All right, some of these are very manipulated. It is the weekend, so there's some narratives pumping up right now. Narratives in the weekend are very tricky as well, because sometimes they can actually last for the week afterwards as well. And sometimes they're not strong enough and they just die down on Sunday. So all of these coins are super high risk, and they're definitely not signals. Some of them I do trade. If you want to know which ones I'm trading and how, consider joining the signal group, but that's up to you. That's I don't want to push that too much. But for now, let's get right into it. So, and let me know what you think of these videos. All right, in the Telegram or the Discord groups would be best, because the YouTube comments are absolutely swarmed with bots still. But let's get right into it. So, at this point of time, you can kind of identify two main narratives and then a couple of coins around that. All right, so I wanted to start off with the two narratives that are doing quite well today, and you know, it's a question whether they will continue, but that you should definitely have them on your watch list. And then we'll talk about those other outliers and the other coins that do not really belong to these two narratives that are rallying. First of all, because of some positive news regarding Pavel Durov of Telegram, what is happening today is that TON is quite bullish. All right, so that's the open network, or the Telegram open network. That's been relatively strong. As you can see, it has pumped quite a bit earlier this morning. It's now at a major resistance level. I would say, like if you zoom out here, I would say the most important level we would need to break above to actually get more continuation from this is the level around 3.5, 3.6. So if we can actually see a continued volume increase and that breakout, then I think this narrative can last into next week. So far, it looks great. It looks promising. We have some major volume increases and some real strength, but it's too early to say. All right, so definitely wait for that confirmation before taking any trades on this. And if we do not get that confirmation, potentially take some longs. But that's TON. But to that narrative also belong NOT, the meme coin. That's the strongest one, and dogs, but NOT is very much the strongest meme coin associated with the ecosystem, which is also up 20% in the last 8 hours. Now, a second narrative that is doing quite well is the BNB ecosystem narrative. All right, so BNB is doing quite well. I haven't really figured out why yet. I mean, CC actually posted about the BNB network, and obviously there's been some rumors about potentially the Trump family getting a stake in Binance US. And I believe the UAE or some sort of a fund there getting a stake in Binance itself. So there is some strength around BNB in general. But what that has caused so far is that certain BNB ecosystem projects do very well. So then we're talking about Bake, we're talking about Cake, we're talking about so that's Thena. And Lista is also relatively strong. XVS is relatively strong. TST is quite strong. So that's the other narrative. It's quite tricky to trade, because you can see that the volume across the board, especially for Cake and Bake, those seem to be the strongest ones right now. So I would focus on those. The volume actually looks quite good, but Cake itself has a bit of a weird structure and weird price action. And if you look at something like TST, which is the main meme coin affiliated with that, that's also, at this point of time, I don't think that has broken above enough levels to actually call this a great opportunity. So that's a relatively new narrative that has started in the last 2 hours. If we can get some bullish breakouts here and just in general continued volume coming into these coins, I think it's an opportunity. But same with Ton. It's a bit late, right? We're a bit late to in general the biggest moves, so you should wait for some real bullish confirmations before entering some trades on them. So those are really the two main narratives. Now I'll try to keep you updated in general on where these narratives go. Outside of that, there's a couple of isolated coins, all right? So right now you can see that Sonic is actually doing quite well. That's gaining quite a lot of strength, and just in general, I mean, take a look at this. It's forming a very beautiful uptrend. We actually took this trades in the Signal group, so if you're interested in trades like these, I mean, I follow these pumps every single day, so we catch some nice ones. But that still looks very strong, and you can see we still have leverage coming in. The volume is still quite high for the weekend, so that's one of them. I think Bitcoin Cash actually has a chance here if we're able to break above 350, but the volume for this leverage volume over the course of the day also saw some major elevations. And then also layer 0, all right, so that's ZRO. Volume was very high over the course of today. I would wait for a spike down before entering this, but I do think that with a spike down you can get a good entry, and that we can see some bullish momentum again, because the volume still is quite high, but the volume this morning was exceptionally high and it was top 5 in volume. And then last one is GPS, or Go Plus Security. Now this was so some very bad things happened with this, as you can see, but it's gaining quite a lot of volume. Now would I buy this right now? No, but if we get a good reaction right here from 3.9 and 4 cents, then I'll consider it. But that's it. Kaspa also quite strong, but that has already rallied a lot. So again, I'd say this is quite late. But the other ones do still have the chance to go up higher and to continue into next week. I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, I think that's what you need to know. Let me know if you like this concept. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.